How's it going, guys? My name is Ishaan, and in this video I'm going to be covering the full breaking news aboutCciv's merger and their full technical analysis and short-term price target in just 5 minutes. So with that being said, make sure to subscribe because I don't waste 10 to 20 minutes of your time. I break down the technicals and the news short and in depth, and it's great to see how my technical breakdowns have been helping a lot of you. And so let's get to it. Alright, so right off the bat we can see that the news has been confirmed that the merger is actually going to go through. As we can see, Cciv and Lucid are combining at a transaction equity value of $11.75 billion. The PIPE is priced at $15 per share with an implied pro forma equity value of $24 billion, which is wow, that's a huge valuation, meaning currently Cciv, which is at about 45, is actually trading at about, let's say, about a $60 billion market cap. And let's not forget that this company is not producing or selling anything yet. In fact, if you actually take a look at more of the details, they will be provided with approximately $4.4 billion in cash, which is actually a lot of money and should really help them be able to get manufacturing up and running, because they actually plan to be launching their Lucid Air in 2021, followed by their Gravity Performance Luxury SUV in 2023. So yeah, and even as they say, financing will be used to support the expansion of their manufacturing in Arizona, and it's definitely going to help them a lot in scaling up production. And as we even saw with Tesla, when Tesla was getting started, they almost went bankrupt when they were ramping up Model 3. It took them a lot of money, and even at that point they almost went bankrupt because it's not easy to ramp up production, especially as a new company, and that too in the EV industry. So this is actually very smart on their behalf, and they plan to be producing 365,000 cars per year at scale, but this will obviously be later down the road. So a few things right off the bat. I think the company is plain and simple overvalued at these levels, guys. That's why I believe this company is selling off after hours, and it's more sell the news than buy the news. They don't have any sales yet. They haven't started production yet. And the fact of the matter is that they're worth almost as much as NIO, and they're nowhere close to that level. Their cars will start around $70,000, which is not that bad. Honestly, it will be competing with the Model S, and I definitely believe that it'll be able to offer them some competition, especially considering that it'll be projected to give 406 miles of range, which isn't that bad at all. Alright, so jumping into the technicals on this 1 month chart, we can see that the stock bottomed and found support right here after hours at this $42 level, which was the exact level of resistance the stock had back here. So it turned that previous level of resistance into support. In fact, if I go to the today's chart, today 5-minute chart, we can see that the stock pushed up and found resistance at this $50 level. Now going back to the 1 month chart, we can see that that $50 level was also previous levels of support. It had support here, had support over here at $50. So it's turning that previous level of support into resistance, which is just classic technicals, and honestly not a very bullish sign. So now let's talk about where the stock could be heading from here. So first of all, I believe that the stock needs to hold this $42 level. If it cannot hold 42, then the stock could be heading all the way down here to about 35. And as we've seen with so many different other SPACs, we've all seen it. They've all soared, they've all ran up, but then they've all dipped and fell back down, because you guys got to understand, SPACs are similar to IPOs in a way. At $45, you're basically paying a massive premium for the company. So real quick, just as I was editing the video, the stock has broken the $42 level, and so now what we want to see is if it can break back above, because if it pushes back up and turns that previous level of support into resistance, that will be super bearish, and again, it seems like 35 is going to be the next stop. Another thing that's happening, as you can see, which is pretty classic with stocks that drop a lot, is that it's turning the 9 EMA, which is this blue line, into resistance. So again, we need to look for the trend reversal and see the stock actually start forming higher highs and higher lows, and along with that breaking above the 9 EMA, because that will signal that bulls are back in control and trying to push the stock back up and signals a momentum shift. So with that being said, make sure to like, subscribe, and check out the Gen Z Trader Academy link down below, where my goal is to help you learn technical analysis and become more profitable. If you've been following our previous videos, you would have seen how I've been able to call the exact bottom and tops in so many stocks. So be sure to check out the Gen Z Trader Academy, and I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy, clocking out for now. Peace.